Good morning, and welcome to the Driving to podcast. The podcast where we talk about what you're driving to happiness, driving to fulfillment, driving to success, driving to leadership. Whatever it is you're driving to, we'll talk about it right here on the Driving to podcast. Good morning, and my name is Matt Munnell, and I'm the host of the Driving to podcast. Today, my little remote that I used to operate the camera malfunctioned. And I dropped it the other day, and it's not super sturdy. So I think when it hit the concrete, it did something to its insides. And so now sometimes I hit the button and it works, and sometimes I hit the button and it doesn't work. In fact, more times I hit the button and it doesn't work than it does work. So that's why you may see me lean forward to hit the button at the end of the podcast some, because maybe it will work, maybe it won't work. We'll find out at the end. But it got me thinking about things that break, and how do we respond to things that break. There's people who, when their remote would break, it could be the end of the world. We know people like that, where every little thing all of a sudden becomes the end of the world. And very rarely are things the end of the world, because the world's still existing. And we can figure out ways around it. And as a leader, we have to do that. We have to not overreact to things. You know, the remote that broke, that happened in the past. As soon as it malfunctioned, as soon as it hit the concrete, there's the issue. And whether it works or not works, we don't know each time we hit the button, but we have to deal with that as we go forward. But it was in the past, and a lot of times that's how I view things, is something's happened, something's broke at work, the processes are broke, people didn't show up, so that's broke, even physical things break, like machines and things like that. But what good does it do to dwell on it? What good does it do to complain and tell everybody that's around you, oh, this thing broke and now I can't do this? Wouldn't it better say, okay, this thing broke, what do I need to do to move forward? It's the old Elmo thing, Elmo, enough, let's move on. ELMO, enough, let's move on. So do that at your work too. When something breaks, a process, a piece of machinery, people sometimes, let's have the proper amount of empathy and sympathy, but then let's move on and fix the issue. You're at work. Now, in life, it may be a little bit different, and sometimes I might come off as not empathetic enough or sympathetic enough, because I'm like, all right, let's go fix the problem. But I think it's a guy thing too, maybe. We want to fix the problem. And I would encourage you as a leader, though, to do that, because everybody's looking at you as the leader of your business, as a leader in whatever thing you're leading. People are looking to see how you respond. If you respond with anxiety, if you respond with frustration, if you respond with anger, if you respond with complaining, then everybody on your team is going to respond that same way. If you respond with calmness and care and concern and a plan, then your rest of the team's going to respond like that too. They're all turning towards you. You're the leader. So think about that. Next time something breaks, how are you going to respond to it? What does that look like? And how are you going to move on to fix whatever's broken or deal with what's ever broken? So that's what we're driving to today. Driving to fixing things without drama. So wherever you're driving to, drive safe, and we'll talk to you next time. And let's see if this remote works right now.